May I inquire?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, at this time, before we begin, I'd like to tender States 1.19. These are the business records from J.C. Lewis Ford that the state served prior notice of.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, they are admitted.
Thank you. Sir, can you please state and spell your full name for the court reporter and just stay close to the microphone so we can all hear you?
Peter Hersey, Hershey.
Okay. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
What do you do for a living?
For right now, I'm retired, but I worked for J.C. Lewis Ford.
Okay. What did you do at J.C. Lewis Ford?
I was in sales,
And how long were you in sales?
40 years in the car business,
Okay. And how long with J.C. Lewis Ford?
30.
Okay. And which location were you assigned to in that 30-year period?
The Savannah location.
Okay. And while at the Savannah location, did you sell cars?
I did.
Okay. And were you employed there as of July of 2022?
I was.
In anticipation of your testimony here today, I'm going to present you with States 1.19, if I may. Can you just look through that for a moment? Do you recognize those types of documents?
These would be customary documents that would be signed during the course of normal car purchase, yes.
Okay. And does that specific set of documents include the sale of a 2022 Ford Explorer?
It does.
Is that a car you sold?
Possibly. I've sold 600 cars since then, so I
Okay.
don't
May I-
remember specific, but
Approximately how many cars a year did you used to sell?
300.
Okay. So it would be fair to say you may not remember every single person that you sold a car to?
That would be very likely, yes.
Okay. When a car is sold, do you prepare documentation concerning the sale?
My side, in the sales side, it's very limited. We do a credit application, we capture driver's licenses, insurance cards, and that kind of thing to substantiate. Then it gets turned over to a business manager who actually contracts and does the documentation.
Okay. So with respect to this 1.19, I'm referring to page number 1 after the certification. I'm going to publish this if that's okay, Your Honor.
You may.
Does it indicate in the sales contract who the purchaser of the vehicle was?
Nicholas James Kassotis,
Okay.
or Kassotis, rather.
Okay. And you indicated that you would secure a driver's license, correct, from an
Correct.
individual purchasing.
Correct.
I'm now going to show you the last page of Exhibit 1.19. Madam Clerk.
It's on our screen. This one's having a delay.
Okay. Is this a driver's license that was secured in connection with that sale?
I would say so, yes.
And is that also for Mr. Nicholas James Kassotis?
It is.
And the address that's listed there, how would that address be? Would that be from the driver's license itself?
Correct.
I'm going back to that first page of the sales contract. Would that also list the price of the vehicle?
It will, yes.
And will it also list how it was paid for?
It will.
So down here on the lower right corner of that document, I'm referring to, forgive me while I try to manipulate that.
No worries.
Does it indicate how much the total was?
After taxes, tag, and looks like a what I call a back-end product, which is your 3-for-1. Looks like $44,853 and 74 cents.
Okay, so just shy of $45,000.
Correct.
And what is a 3-for-1?
3-for-1 would be like paintless dent removal, chips in the windshield, and tire and wheel. Basically covers your tire against road hazard.
So some type of insurance that you could purchase at the time of the car?
Correct. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Mr. Kassotis purchased that coverage as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And can you tell the jury what a vehicle identification number is?
Oh yeah. You need it broken down by digit or just the whole thing?
Just generally?
Okay, so one indicates, the first digit always indicates the country of manufacture. The second digit always indicates the manufacturer. Then the third, fourth, and fifth, the third and fourth digit indicate plant, I think. Then you go to the model, which is the next 3 digits, and then the engine, and you get to the year, which is, I believe, an N for 22.
Okay. And so would it be fair to say that each vehicle has its own vehicle identification number?
It would be absolutely impossible for 2 vehicles to get the same VIN number.
Okay. So every vehicle has a unique VIN number?
Correct.
And you said VIN, is that the abbreviation for vehicle
Vehicle
identification?
identification number, yes.
Okay. And with respect to the vehicle purchasing process, what type of a car was this that was sold?
It was a Ford Explorer,
Okay. And that was what year?
22.
Okay. Do you know if Ford Explorers in 2022 had the ability to have Bluetooth or telematic connection?
They did.
Can you tell the jury what the difference is between telematics and GPS?
No, I cannot.
Okay. Well, let me be more clear then. Does the car have the ability to connect to a phone?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And in doing that, does that require some equipment inside of the car?
Yes, there is a modem inside the car.
Okay. And do you know, if you know, who Ford uses as their cellular provider for that modem?
That would be AT&T.
Okay. Did this car have an AT&T modem for that 2022 Ford?
I would say it would be very likely that it would, yes.
Okay. And would that be able to be tracked based on the vehicle identification number? Meaning AT&T records?
It should be, but that would more come off the phone rather than the car.
Okay. And with respect to this vehicle, there was that vehicle identification number associated that you just referred to.
Correct.
And is that listed here on that contract right there on the top left side under?
It is under serial number.
Okay. And that is a number. Can you tell us what that number is for the record?
Read it off.
Yes, please, sir.
1, F as in Foxtrot, M as in Mike, S as in Sierra, K as in Kilo, 7, D for Delta, H for Hotel, 7, N for Nancy, G for Golf, B for Bravo, 37068.
Thank you. And with respect to this vehicle, do you see the portion where it says here at the bottom, amount financed?
I do.
And what amount was financed?
None.
So how was this car paid for?
Cash or check.
So that would be the full $44,853.74?
Correct. Now there is a section on that buyer's order that'll show a lien holder if there is one.
Okay. And with respect to this vehicle, are there oftentimes recalls with respect to vehicles?
Yes,
There can be, right?
most undoubtedly are.
Okay. And would that be something that is preserved in the business records as well by J.C. Lewis Ford?
That would be a federal document.
Okay. And I'm going to ask...
We pull a recall, we used to customarily pull a recall notice because it is against Ford policy to sell a vehicle with an open recall.
Right, for safety's sake.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
That is a yes. I'm
Sorry,
My-
just the reporter needs to get that.
My apology.
Not a problem. I'm now showing you the third page of that exhibit. And that recall for that vehicle, can you tell us what it was?
It was a rear axle bolt fracture.
If there were other recalls, would those be part of the sales packet?
Yes.
Now I'm just going to show one other item for you, sir. My apologies, I'm showing counsel the page. I don't know exactly which number it is in the exhibit, but I want you to see it, sir. Thank you. I'm showing you a single page from within this exhibit. On the top right here, do you recognize that document?
I do.
Part of the sales package?
It is.
And I'd like to point just up here to the far right. Does it say salesman?
It does.
Who is that?
That would be me, Peter Hersey.
And specifically, in order to gain commission as a salesman, do you need to get your name on a sales contract?
I do.
Okay. So you would be fairly convinced that that would be you that had sold that vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
I have no other questions, Your Honor.
Ms. Weinstein? Good morning, Mr. Hersey.
Good morning.
My name is Doug Weinstein, and I'm representing Mr. Kassotis in this case. Just have a few questions for you.
Certainly.
You were in the car sales business for 40 years, correct?
That is correct.
And when did you retire?
February 7th this year.
February of 2025.
Yes.
Can you tell me in broad strokes, what do you do when you go about selling a car to an individual? What's your approach?
Well, they have what they call the road to the sale. But basically, it's meet and greet, create a rapport, find out what they want, and sell them the car.
And when you're selling them the car, in your experience, do you tell them about the features in the car?
Generally speaking, yes.
Is-
Sometimes the customer knows more about the features than we do. But they've done research on one car. We have to know 10 or 12.
As a salesperson, do you go through training on the features on various vehicles?
Yes, we do.
And as part of that training, you learn the features of the cars, correct?
Correct.
This, and then of course, at times you explain those features, as you said, to your potential customers.
Call that a features benefit presentation, yes.
What about after the sale? Like after you've made the sale, do you explain the features further then as well?
If the customer requires that, yes.
Okay. And we were talking about the connection features in this 2022 Ford Explorer.
Yes, sir.
And one of the features you mentioned, and tell me if I'm wrong, is that known as Ford Pass Connect?
It is part of that, part of the connectivity or what the telematics, whatever you want to call it, is Ford Pass, yes.
Is Ford Pass.
I can
And-
take my cell phone, start my car, lock it, unlock it, see the oil pressure or the oil life. You can see where the car is. So yes, you can track your own car.
So if I had one of these 2022 Ford Explorers and I've got my phone and I'm not near the car, I'm somewhere else, I can tell where the car is?
Yes,
That's a great feature, right?
it's wonderful.
Is that something that you would sell people on?
Depends on whether that comes up that they're interested in it or not at the point in time. When I do finish up with my presentation, I will traditionally pair the phones and show them the features on Ford Pass Connect.
Okay, that's a part of your regular routine.
It is.
So you pair their phone up,
Mm-hmm.
you show them the features of Ford Pass Connect,
Correct.
you show them how, look, you can see where your car is if you're not near your car.
Mm-hmm.
You can see, I believe, the oil level in the car, you said?
Fuel level, oil level, miles to empty, whether there's a recall on the car or not. There's all kind of information there.
Now, as I understand it, you don't recall specifically selling this car to Mr. Kassotis because you sell so many cars, correct?
Sir, that would be like 600 to 900 cars ago, yes. And it was during COVID, and half the time during COVID, we didn't meet the customer.
I
The
understand.
car would get delivered to them, and we would have done the paperwork.
Okay. The other thing I wanted to ask about, do you keep up? We were talking about recalls on these vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
So this car was sold in 2022,
Mhm.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
It's a 2022 vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that we saw that there was one recall at the time of sale.
Mm-hmm.
Now, at the time of sale, you don't know about recalls that are going to pop up in the future, correct?
That is correct.
So if there's recalls that come in 2023, that wouldn't be on the sale paper from 2022.
It would not.
And if there's recalls from 2024, that's not going to be on the sales paperwork either.
Not unless you can get somebody to have a crystal ball and print from that crystal ball, no.
I know. I mean, my clients often want me to have a crystal ball, but I don't have one. And I'm sure your customers are the same way, right?
That's correct.
So you were still working as a salesman with Ford as August 2024, in August 2024.
That is correct.
So are you aware of the recall that Ford issued in August 2024 of 85,000 Ford Explorers for engine fires?
Objection, Your Honor, as to when? In August of 2024, or when was the recall counsel referring to?
I'm asking if the witness is aware of a recall that was issued in August of 2024 for 85,000 Ford Explorers for engine fires.
Which would only matter, Your Honor, for relevance if that was applicable to a 2022 model.
These, let me be more specific, I'm sorry. I'll rephrase the question. Are you aware of a recall that Ford issued in August of 2024 for 85,000 2020 to 2022 model year Ford Explorers for engine fires?
I probably knew about the recall at the time. I probably had some kind of issue, would have called the service department to see if they could fix them, because I would get phone calls from customers that would ask about the recall. Do I remember that specific recall? No. Ford has literally, I hate to say it, but literally several recalls a year.
And Ford is not unusual in that, right?
No,
To
every
protect Ford here.
manufacturer has those.
Okay. But again, an August 2024 recall would not have shown up in 2022 paperwork, correct?
That would be obvious, yes, sir. It would be correct.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Anything else on redirect?
You simply said, correct me if I'm misunderstanding, you just don't recall if there was or wasn't one.
That's, yes, you are right.
Nothing else, Your Honor.
All right. Can the witness be excused?
No objection from the state.
Mr. Hersey, thank you very much. Have a
Thank
good
you.
day.
You too.
All right, our next witness, please.
At this time, the state calls Dean Glover.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Please raise your right hand and take the oath.
Do you swear and affirm the testimony that you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Please have a seat, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Can you please tell the court reporter your full name and spell it, please?
Dean Stanford Glover, DeanStanfordGlover.
Mr. Glover, where do you work?
City of Riceboro.
What do you do for them?
I'm the public works supervisor.
And as the Public Works Supervisor, you said that was with the City of Riceboro?
Correct.
Okay. Can you tell us where is the City of Riceboro located in Liberty County?
Wow. It is between Hinesville and Brunswick, actually. So about 20 miles away.
Okay. So if you headed south on I-95, would you hit basically your
Yeah.
area?
Yes.
Okay. And what do you do as the supervisor for that department?
I'm pretty much is the director, for the public works, sanitation, and just wastewater, sewer, and
Okay.
public. Just anything dealing with the city.
Okay. And in that capacity, do you have a location that you're assigned to?
Yes.
Where are you assigned?
793 Barrington Ferry.
Okay. And is there a building at that location?
Correct.
Okay. When I'm going to turn your attention back to December of 2022, were you assigned to work at that same building at the time?
Correct.
And where is that building located? You gave us an address, but how would you get there?
Basically on Barrington Ferry is just go to Riceboro to the caution light and take a left.
Okay.
A right, I'm sorry.
Okay. And if you were coming down I-95, would there be an exit that would take you there as well?
52.
Okay. And what roadway would you come off of I-95 to get to that building?
That is 17,
Okay.
Highway 17.
Okay. Does that also connect at some point to Jones Road?
It passes by, correct.
Okay. Is it fair to say that Barrington Ferry and Jones Road are kind of the same name, just at different places on the roadway?
Correct.
Okay. So depending on which county you're in, will kind of depend on what you call it?
Yes.
Okay. How long have you worked there?
12 and a half years.
And in that 12 and a half years, do you know if there are any cameras at that location?
Yes, they are.
When did those cameras get installed?
After 9/11,
Why did you install cameras after 9/11?
it was mandatory after 9/11.
Federal government required it,
Correct.
and they were installed?
Yes.
Are there cameras on the pumping station building? I believe that's what that is. Is that correct?
It's a well.
It's a well, okay?
Yes.
Are there cameras on that building?
Correct.
And is there any type of security surrounding the building?
Fencing.
What kind of fencing?
Chain link.
Okay, is there anything on top of the chain link fence?
Barbed wire.
Barbed
Yes.
wire, right?
Correct. Yes.
And were the cameras at that building working in late November of 2022?
Yes.
Can you tell the jury what area the cameras capture from that building?
The roadway and the entrance of the well.
Okay.
Yes.
And does there exist a security system to preserve that video footage?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm going to call it a DVR, that digital video recording device. Was
Yeah.
there one present inside of the building?
Yes, ma'am.
And would you have been responsible for maintaining that?
Correct.
Would you also have been responsible if there were any problems to get it fixed?
Correct.
Did there come a time when you had a chance to look at that video footage and determine if there was a timestamp on it?
Yes.
Is there a timestamp?
Yes.
Is that timestamp accurate to the best of your knowledge?
It is because it's controlled by the satellite, just like your cell phone.
Okay, so that is correct and current.
Yes.
Okay, and you indicated that those cameras do record, correct?
Correct. Correct.
And that video recording equipment, who has access to it?
Basically, just myself in the city when something happened. It's myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did there come a time when law enforcement asked you about that video footage?
Correct.
Do you recall when that was?
Date and time, no, but it just happened when we had an incident now.
Okay.
And the reason why, because I am a volunteer fire department on that, so when we get situations, we do.
Okay. So if I direct your attention back to December of 2022, is that approximately when, even if you don't recall the exact date?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And when law enforcement requested to see that footage, did you show it to them?
Correct. I gave them the DVR for them to extract.
You gave them the whole thing?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And was that, would that have enabled them to download any footage from that device?
Yes.
And you turned that over to them yourself?
Correct.
Did that device include footage from November 29th of 2022 that you had a chance to look at before your testimony today?
Yes.
And was that a accurate and complete documentation of the entire time period surrounding the very end of November into December of 2022?
Yes.
Specifically in anticipation of this court date, were you able to look at just smaller clips of that time?
Yes, ma'am.
And were those a fair and accurate depiction of what was captured by the cameras on those dates?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Did it display the timestamp?
Yes.
I'm going to ask, Your Honor, that the witness be shown 1.25, a USB. May I approach?
You may.
I've had this marked. Do you recognize the initials on that USB?
Yes, that's mine.
Okay. And is this the actual USB that you watched on that day?
Yes.
Did you have an occasion to determine if that captured the same area that you just described to the jury?
Yes.
And did it?
Yes.
At this time, Your Honor, I'm actually going to plug this in so we can see it. If you want to just leave it off for one moment. Were you also shown some still photographs?
Yes.
And were those in fact just snaps of the actual original video?
Yes.
I'm going to show those to you right now. These have been marked as 1.20 through 1.24. I'm showing those to counsel.
You may.
Mr. Glover, I'm showing you 1.20.
Okay.
Do you recognize what's depicted there?
Yes.
What is that, sir?
That is the well.
Okay. Is there a building there as well?
Correct.
Okay. And is that building the one that has cameras on it?
Yes.
Does that building have that fencing and the stuff you just described
Yes.
to us? And I'm now showing you 1.21 through 1.24. In that order. Do you recognize what's in those photographs.
Yes.
What are those photographs of?
And well, I'm looking at a vehicle and the fencing, and this is the that big box is just what we have our electricity come through for the well. Yes.
So you recognize that as being where you were working?
Yes.
Okay. Are those a fair and accurate depiction of what's on the camera and your building on photographs 1.20 through 1.24?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, at this time I'd like to introduce those and tender them.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
They're admitted without objection.
Thank you. I'd also, Your Honor, like to tender 1.25, which is the video footage of those two clips I was referring to.
USB.
The USB.
No objection.
It's also admitted.
One moment, my apologies. Just for the record, Your Honor, I'm going to ask to publish the file ending in ID 23302. Now I have this up on the screen. Do you see that video that's playing? Oh, maybe not. For the purposes of moving along today, Your Honor, it's in evidence. I'll publish it at another time. Mr. Mr. Glover, you did recognize, however, those two videos that we've talked about.
Yes, I do.
And those are on the USB that have your initials?
Correct.
Okay. So in the meantime, I'm going to show you the still photographs.
Okay.
Would it be fair to say that the photographs that are here are simply just stills off of what's in that actual moving clip?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And I'd like to first show you 1.20. What building is depicted right here?
It is the well.
Okay. And that building, does that have cameras on it?
Correct.
That's the ones that we have here?
Yes, ma'am.
And this road that passes directly in front of it, what road is that?
Well, A lot of people call it different things, but we know it's like Hometown Road. It goes into Homestown. Yes.
Okay.
Jones, Hometown.
Jones.
Yeah. It's
Does that also
very.
turn into Barrington Ferry?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so there's a lot of names for it, but that's the road that passes in front?
Correct.
Okay. And do you see specifically that chain link fence that you're referring to there?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm now going to show you photograph 1.21. Do you see this up at the top left corner?
Yes.
What is that?
Top left is the.
Is that the timestamp?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I'm
Does that list
looking
a
at you
date
on
and a
right.
time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and that was what you indicated was
Yes.
on there, okay?
Yes.
And now specifically, do you see the fence there that you were referring to earlier?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's that chain link barbed wire fence?
Mm-hmm.
Is there also a vehicle that is captured there?
Yes, ma'am.
And that still photograph, that was just taken off of the camera?
Correct.
Do you know that car?
No, I don't.
Do you know who drove that car?
No, I don't.
Okay. I'm now showing you 1.22. Does that also have a timestamp on it?
Yes.
Would it be fair to say that's about 2 seconds later?
Yes.
And is that car now depicted here as well?
Yes.
Is that passing in front of the facility?
It's moving. Yes.
And just so the record is clear, what side of the car, driver's side or passenger side, is closest while passing here?
It is the passenger.
Okay, so fair to say you can't really see the driver of this vehicle?
No, I don't.
And now I'm showing you 1.23. Is there a timestamp on this one?
Yes.
And what time is that?
12
12
and
o'clock and
13
seconds,
seconds.
right?
Yes.
It's very precise.
Mm-hmm.
And do you see anything on that roadway?
Yeah, I see a vehicle.
Okay. And is that the same type of vehicle as the one in the last screenshot?
Yes, going in the opposite direction.
Okay, so now the driver's side is closer, is that right?
Yes.
And now showing you 1.24. Does this also have a timestamp?
Yes.
Would it be fair to say just a couple seconds later?
Yes,
Do you have a better view of that vehicle now?
I do.
Okay. And again, do you recognize that vehicle?
The same as we seen before in the pictures, but not. I don't know it.
You don't know
personally.
it personally?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
I don't.
Now, you indicated that law enforcement had asked you for the DVR and you provided it. Is that right?
Correct.
Was that the material that they were able to retrieve from there?
Yes.
Okay. Other than turning over the video footage, did you do anything in relationship to this case?
No more than not in relation. You know, we just was searching around for some of the remains. You know.
So you helped with the search too?
Yes, a little.
Okay.
Yes.
You didn't find anything though, right?
No, I did not.
And the road that passes in front of your building, is that a paved road, a county road?
It's a dirt.
It's a dirt road,
It's half belong to Liberty, the others to McIntosh.
okay? And if you were to go down that road on Jones Road, would you ultimately come upon the Portal Hunting Club?
Yes.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Weinstein.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Doug Weinstein, and I represent Mr. Kassotis in this case. I just have a few questions. Let me see that. Okay. With respect to this exhibit, which is 1.21, I believe you testified that you can't see who's driving that vehicle, correct?
Correct.
Exhibit 1.23. You can't see who's driving that vehicle there either, can you?
Okay, now?
And Exhibit 1.24, you can't see who's driving that vehicle there either, can you?
Okay.
How familiar are you with this LTS brand DVR?
Just something we purchased. I'm not familiar no more than that.
Are
It
you,
rewrites itself after so often, yes.
how often does it rewrite itself?
I don't know. I think it's something like every 30 days, if I'm not correct.
Are you the individual that set up that DVR at the pump station at the well?
Far as, no, it's a technician that sets it up, but I am the one that's responsible for make sure it's serviceable, yes.
But you are not the technician that set up that DVR,
No, I'm not.
correct?
No, I'm not.
And you are not the individual that went through the setup procedure for this LTS Chinese DVR.
No, I'm not.
So you didn't set the time zone for the DVR,
I did not.
okay, or anything else. Okay, thank you. That's all I need to know. I appreciate your help.
Well,
Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, sir. You're excused.
thank you.
Have a good afternoon.
You too.